It has come to my motherfucking goddamn gay attention that somebody was electrocuted and drowned on the very haunted and infamously deadly Lake Lanier. Here to report the story live, everyone's favorite newscaster, Bob from Channel 8.
Reporting live from Spoookkeeyy Worldwide. Bob from Channel 8. Bob.
A man drowned at Georgia's Lake Lanier after he ran down a dock and slipped into the water, marking the 8th death at the lake this year. Gabby Alexander Whitlock, 23, was found dead at the Holiday Marina on Lake Lanier by the Hall Country Fire Rescue on Saturday night. The Department of Natural Resources responded to a drowning call at the lake's oldest and largest marina at around 10:30 p.m. after Whitlock fell into the water and did not resurface. A week prior to Whitlock's death, another 23-year-old man, Edgar Stevens Cruz Martinez, drowned when swimming in Lake Lanier on the 26th of August. Before this, two men aged 27 and 61 died the same day in an unrelated event. They were both swimming in the lake on 29th of July when they drowned. Reporting live, Bob from Channel 8.
Reporting live from Spoookkeeyy Worldwide. Bob from Channel 8. Bob.
So I was Googling the deaths around this place, and I was getting mixed reviews. Some people said it was 161 deaths in total that happened right there, and the other one says 63. Can somebody find me the real stuff? But either way.
My Lord. A snapping turtle.
This to me is what I'm going to call a nexus to the next dimension. There are certain places on the planet that I feel like hold interdimensional energy. This is where beings from other dimensions can cross over into ours and have a sustainable environment. So you have to look at multi-dimensional creatures such as sirens, fays, trolls, golems, things of this nature that have been portrayed as fantasy to us as otherworldly or other dimensional beings. It is said to exist and or we lived with them more tangibly before Christ got here. And they even make mention of these beings in the Bible. You know, giants, David and Goliath, the burning bush that actually talked to someone in the Bible. This is not uncommon, but it has been classified as fiction and or folklore to our generation, and it served as valid entertainment. But one thing that holds to be true and that I can educate you guys on, that things are fictionalized in plain sight that actually generally do exist. Interdimensional properties such as songs, such as sound, such as vibration, these things can transfer from one dimension to the next dimension, and our ancestors knew how to access these dimensions. Just look at Stonehenge. Just look at the lines of rocks that have been positioned in particular places on the planet, right underneath quartz or amethyst or a particular stone that generates electricity. Electricity is a conduit of interdimensional properties, judging from the alchemy that I have researched and the belief system that I largely tune my energy to. Make it plain for me. Lake Lanier is a interdimensional portal of siren energy. The pyramid. Okay, and our ancients had technology that we have lost until today. Now, we have an iPhone and things like that, but we can't figure out why they have positioned the pyramids, even how they built them. Well, I know electromagnetic resources and the manipulation of metals and sound will levitate an object off of the ground, but you don't want to hear me talk about that. I feel like Lake Lanier is a direct and one of the most ancient and archaic portals to a aquatic dimension where mermaids or where Atlantis is located. And I do feel like they're making their presence more pronounced. I mean, how do I know? Well, the latest Black Panther dealt directly with Atlantis. They're not bringing this up to your attention for no reason. Just like when COVID hit, if you go on Netflix, they had all of this propaganda about movies dealing with infection and movies dealing with disease and things of this nature. I do believe that the Bermuda Triangle is another location that can be served as a nexus to interdimensional activity. I just watched the documentary yesterday where this guy said he flew his plane through the Bermuda Triangle. The goddamn compass went crazy. And the next thing you know, he's on the coast of Miami when he was halfway to goddamn Bermuda. It don't make sense. It does make sense. We just don't have the education or the knowledge to make it make sense to our feeble human mind. So what's happening here? Why are people drowning here? I believe that the sirens that are summoned, or the sirens that do have unlimited access to this plane of existence, well, with Lake Lanier, we've heard the stories. You know, they lure soldiers to their death into interdimensional portals. Why? I don't know. Maybe I'll call one of my mermaid friends and ask. Okay. Last time I had a conversation with a siren, it was asking me why the Little Mermaid is now pregnant. And Chloe Bailey trying to be a gangster defending her sister. Do we as human beings have the capability of communicating with these interdimensional creatures? Yes, we do. It takes a level of vibratory frequencies such as the 936 hertz that you can trigger using binaural beats. But we largely dismiss it based upon our human programming and many individuals that are in communication with aliens, ghosts, extraterrestrials, demons, sirens, anything like that are in mental institutions right now because it goes completely against the indoctrination that education has given us. Okay. So, in my personal opinion, and I don't need to pull a card, but I will, Father Omen shows up upright. This is a place that deals with interdimensional energy and or beings that are dragging these individuals under the water, particularly for a purpose that I do not know, but I do know that that is exactly what is happening. Okay? There's something happening at the Northern Lights. There's stuff that happens at the Bermuda Triangle. There are other places, such as a haunted forest in Japan, where people go and subsequently commit suicide. These go along with interdimensional philosophies here. How does that relate to spirituality? Spirituality is the belief system that governs these actual tangible dimensions and realities that are layered on top of our dimension. Too much for you? Then you can continue to twerk and ask me questions about your baby daddy. You don't want to grow. But for those of you who do, I hope this helped.
It's upsetting me in my home, girl, because we feel like, well, damn, if you can't go to where the hell